Major Saren Vol slammed her palm onto the contract scanner. The device hummed. Green light flashed. Union ratified. The officiant droned. Major Saren Vol, you are now bound to Elias Rook. Treaty leverage secured. Saren yanked her hand back. Her scales itched under the formal collar. She eyed the human across the table. Tall, broad-shouldered, face calm as stone. Elias Rook. Her husband. A stranger shipped from Earth for this farce. He signed next. Quick stroke. No flourish. Done, he said. Voice low, accent clipping vowels. Saren stood. Transport leaves in 5. Move. Elias grabbed his kit bag. Followed without question. Coalition HQ buzzed with aides. Whispers chased them. Human bait. Sabotage risk. Saren gripped her sidearm. No one touched him before the front. Not on her watch. She shoved him into the dropship bay. Ramps hissed open on Vanguard strike. Her squad waited inside. 5 Krall warriors, armored scales gleaming, rifles slung. Sergeant Lirak blocked the hatch. Major? That's the human? Clear the way. Saren pushed past. Lirak's frills flared. He's no soldier. Soft skin. No claws. Why drag Civi meat to the line? Dropped his bag. Combat engineer. Posted to your CO. Lirak snorted. Engineer? You'll mulch under first fire.
Saren shot her sergeant a glare. He's treaty cargo.
Protected asset. My orders. Grumbles rippled. But they parted. Elias boarded. Strapped into a jump seat.
Saren took the one beside him. Her frills twitched at the proximity. Heat radiated off his skin. Odd.
Primal. Engines roared. Ship lurched skyward. Alarms screamed 10 minutes out. Red lights pulsed. Console spat sparks.
Pilot, Saren barked. Report.
The forward Krell twisted. Power bus fried. We're dropping. Ship bucked. Hull groaned. Altitude plunged on the display. 5 clicks. 4. Squad braced. Lirak cursed. Brace for mulch. Saren's claws dug into her harness. Elias? Her eyes snapped to him.
Cow.
Already prying at his kit. What are you? Yanked a multi-tool. Spotted the access panel under the console. Ripped it open. Wires sizzled. Smoke billowed. Bus relays cooked. He muttered.
Shorted cascade.
Shipyard hard. G-forces slammed Saren back. 3 clicks now. Terrain rushed up on screens. Jagged ridges, enemy fire trails. Lirak yelled, strap in, soft skin. You're killing us. Peeled back insulation. Fingers danced. Twist, splice, clamp. No gloves. Bare hands on live circuits.
Sparks bit his skin. He didn't flinch.
Saren leaned forward. Elias? The drop. Got it. He jammed a bypass jumper, taped it with chem strip from his pocket, slapped the panel shut. Console flickered. Green surged across readouts. Power stabilized. Pilot whooped. Bus rerouted. Thrust online. Engines thundered back. Ship clawed upward. 2 clicks cleared. Silence fell. Squad stared. Saren's frills locked rigid. She watched Elias wipe his hands on his pants. Tiny burns dotted his palms. He flexed them. No wince. Just strapped back in. Lirak broke first. How? That bus was slag. Coalition techs need bays for that.
Field fix. Standard drill.
Standard? Private TSOC hissed. You touched live plasma without a suit. Trained for it. Elias met her gaze. Steady.
Keeps you alive. Saren's pulse thrummed.
Are people armored for shocks like that? He just did it. Bare. Ship leveled. Front lines loomed. Trenches scarred by Vesk raiders. Plasma scars glowing. Radio crackled. Vanguard strike. This is General Kothran. Land hot. Vesk probing east flank. Ramps dropped into chaos. Dust choked the air. Blaster fire cracked overhead. Saren squad fanned out. Rifles hot. Protect the asset, she roared.
Lirak grabbed Elias's arm.
Stay behind me, human. Elias shook him off. Hoisted his kit. Point me to the sappers. General Kothran strode up, towering, scarred hide. Eyed Elias like prey. The treaty spouse. Useless weight, Saren saluted.
Engineer Rook, sir.
Proven en route. Koth grunted. Proven? Tell it to the Vesk. Scouts yelled. Raiders inbound. East Ridge. Warlord Vesktal's packs. Hulking brutes on grav bikes swarmed the screens, targeting the soft mark. The human. Break morale. Easy kill. Koth barked orders. Hold the line. Funnel them into kill box. Saren pulled Elias down behind a berm. Stay low. He scanned the terrain, nodded at a cratered ravine. That channels your drain. Mine it? Negative. Unstable. Watch. He sprinted low.
Squad covered,
Lirak protested.
Major, cover him!
Saren snapped. Rifle barked. Veskbike exploded. Elias hit the ravine mouth. Dropped to a knee. Probe stabbed rock. Readings flashed on his wrist pad. Vesk closed. Engines whined. He yanked demo charges from his kit, packed them precise, nanosecond fuses. Buried under loose scree. Saren's heart hammered. One wrong wire. He thumbed activator. Backpedaled. Clear. Veskpack thundered in. Leading brute locked on Elias. Cannon charged. Charges blew. Ravine collapsed. Rock slide swallowed the pack. 5 bikes gone. Rest flipped. Riders crushed. Dust settled. Silence. Koth's voice boomed over comms. Flank secured. Who rigged that? Saren grabbed Elias's shoulder. Pulled him up. His eyes met hers. Dust-streaked. Calm. Rook, she said. My husband. Squad gaped. Lirak's frills drooped in awe. Koth stormed over. Clapped Elias's back. Hard enough to stagger a Krell. Human.
You rewrite my math. Elias dusted off.
Just baseline. Vast remnants fled. But tall signal lingered on scans. Hunting the legend now.
Saren holstered her rifle.
Stood closer to Elias. His heat cut the chill. Trust sparked. Unbidden real. We have a contract. Faint. Wouldn't miss it.
Incoming fire whined. Vesk revenge.
Saren raised her weapon, shoulder to shoulder.
General Koth rallied the line. Push. The human's trick works. Flank them. Saren's squad charged. Elias flanked her. Kit ready. A Vesk brute leaped the berm. Claws raked. Saren fired. Center. Mass. It dropped. Elias sidestepped shrapnel. Spotted a downed allied turret.
Cover!
He dove in. Rewired the gun in seconds. It spun up. Mode 3 raiders. Tsk, whooped. Gods. His endless blaster fire chewed through the forward base's outer bulkhead. Saren slammed her shoulder into the hatch control. It hissed open. Raiders poured in. Vesk brutes, claws gleaming, plasma lances spitting death.
Contact! Sector 4! She barked into comms.
Her squad fanned out. Lirak's frills flared red. Tsk. Primed his grenade launcher. Elias crouched beside her. No helmet. No plate. Just his engineer kit, and that stubborn calm. Her arranged husband. Treaty bait turned battlefield shadow. A shell detonated in the corridor ahead. Shrapnel pinged off walls. 2 Marines crumpled. Krell heavies, armor cracked, bellowing in pain. Saren's gut twisted. Covering fire. Lirak suppress. But Elias moved first. He sprinted into the kill zone. Toward the wounded. Not away.
Elias?
Her voice cracked. She snapped shots. Dropped a raider mid-leap. He reached the first Krell. Locked hands under the Marine's armpit harness. Dragged him backward. A plasma lance scorched Elias's sleeve. Fabric smoked. He didn't flinch. Didn't slow. Coalition troops froze. Lirak's mandibles clicked.
Elias dumped the first Marine behind a crate stack.
Spun back. Grabbed the second. This one thrashed. Leg mangled. Elias hoisted him bodily. 200 kilos of Krell deadweight, like hauling scrap. Direct fire raked the deck. Bolts vaporized metal inches from his heel. Saren poured rounds into the breach. 3 raiders down. Her pulse thundered. He slid the second Marine to cover. Checked vitals. Injected stims from his kit. Then waved her squad forward. Tss, whooped again. Gods.
He's endless. Saren grabbed Elias's arm. Yanked him upright.
Dust caked his face. Sweat beaded his brow. But his eyes, steady, locked on hers. Stay behind me, she growled. Rifle up. Raiders are breaching deeper. We hold the corridor. He nodded. Kit slung. Fell in step. Explosions rocked the walls. Vesk pushed hard. Shells whined through vents.
Saren led the sprint down the shelled corridor. Debris crunched under boots.
Sparks showered from ruptured conduits. Flank left, she ordered.
Lirak lobbed a grenade. It bloomed orange. Screams echoed.
Claws raked air. Saren fired. Headshot. It slumped. Elias scanned the wreckage. Spotted a side hatch buckling. Raider ingress. She kicked it shut. Welded the seam with her plasma cutter. They needed a choke. Barricade materials? Elias asked. Voice level. No panic. Saren pointed. Storage ahead. Crates. Cabling. He moved before she finished. Dragged a cargo pallet, ammo boxes, fused wiring spools. Stacked them into a wedge. Fast. Precise. Raiders hammered the hatch. Metal groaned. Elias looped heavy cabling through eyelets. Rigged a trip line. Then jury-rigged a power tap from a live conduit. Sparks flew. He fed it into a loose bulkhead plate. Turned it into an electrified funnel. Through here, he said. Pulled her back. The hatch exploded inward. 5 Vesk charged. First snagged the trip. Crates toppled. Buried 2. The plate hummed. Live arced blue death. 3 more convulsed.
Freed Saren's squad stared.
Her best trooper, Lirak, lowered his weapon. Frills limp. Elias wiped hands on his pants. Line stabilized. For now, General Coates' voice crackled over comms. Vol. Report. Base integrity? Breach contained, Saren replied. Rook's barricade holds. Silence. Then, the human? Again? Affirmative. Koth grunted. Regroup at rally point. Vesk are targeting your position.
Scans show Tal's signature, hunting the legend. Saren's scales prickled.
Warlord Vesktal. Raider Lord. He'd fixated on Elias after the ravine trap. Soft human spouse. Break the coalition's morale. She eyed her squad. Lirak elite scout. Fastest blade. Lirak, you're on Rook. Shadow him. No gaps. Lirak saluted. Mandibles firm.
Honored Major. He fights like God's own.
Elias snorted. Soft. Just baseline engineering. Saren pulled him aside. Corridor shook. Distant booms. His shoulder brushed hers. Heat radiated through his shirt. Human warmth. Unyielding. You're drawing fire, she said low. Tal wants you dead.
He met her gaze. Faint smile.
Then we give him what he wants, on our terms. Trust flickered. Not treaty ink. She holstered her sidearm. Gripped his wrist, firm. Contract says alive, she murmured. Don't test it. His thumb brushed her scales. Wouldn't dream. Raider howls echoed. Closer. Saren raised her rifle. Elias flanked her. Kit open. Next improv ready. Lyric posted at his side.
Squad reformed.
They pushed forward. Plasma seared the barricade. Vesk drones buzzed in. Scout remotes, scanning for the human. Elias spotted one. Snatched a loose cable. Whipped it like a lash. Snagged the drone midair. Yanked. It shattered on the deck. Tss. Coughed arrived with heavies. Towering Krell and fresh plate. Ball. Human. Tal's pack circles the base.
10 bikes inbound? Same ravine trick?
Elias shook head. They'll hit the vents. Underground push. Koth's eyes narrowed. How? Scans don't lie, but vibrations do. Pressed palm to deck. Feel that? Tunnels. Saren felt it now. Low rumble. Her techs had missed it. Koth clapped Elias's back, staggered, a Krell heavy nearby.
You rewrite my math daily, Rook.
Packed his kit. Saren watched. Her husband. Pragmatic. Unbreakable. Aliens whispered now. Human legend. Vesk fled patterns to hunt him. Another shell hit. Corridor buckled. Raiders breached a side vent. Brutes swarmed. Contact. Saren fired. Dropped 2. Elias dove for a wounded heavy. Dragged him clear. Again. No hesitation. Lirak guarded his flank. Blade sang. Severed a claw arm.
Saren covered them both. Plasma grazed her pauldron.
She ignored it. Elias's calm anchored her. Tal's voice boomed from a captured comm. Distorted.
Savage. Soft skin.
Your tricks end. I claim your head. Elias patched the heavy. Stood. Tell him baseline works fine. Saren smiled. Fierce.
Shoulder to his.
They advanced. Koth. Human leads the breach. Squad charged. Vesk faltered. One brute locked on Elias. Cannon charged. Massive bore. Saren lunged. Tackled Elias aside. Shell vaporized. Empty deck. He rolled up. grabbed a fallen lance, rewired the power cell, overclocked it. The brute's cannon exploded, shredded its rider pack. Tall's signal spiked. Rage.
Incoming bikes screamed overhead. Vents erupted.
Saren grabbed Elias, pulled him into a side passage. Lirak covered rear. Stay close, she said, breath short.
His hand found hers.
Squeezed. Deeper rumble, Tall's trap closing. But Elias's eyes scanned. Kit hummed. Next move brewing. General Koth's roar echoed. Hold, the legend fights. Vesk closed. Saren yanked Elias deeper into the maintenance deck. Vents hissed. Green haze billowed. Tall's bike screamed past the outer grates. Encirclement loomed.
Through here,
She barked. Lirak slammed the hatch behind them.
squad mates coughed.
Sensors screamed toxin alerts. Coalition suits vented filters at max. Human baselines lacked our seals. Elias would falter first. He didn't. Air clawed Saren's gills.
Irritant fog burned her visor. Troops staggered.
One dropped to a knee. Elias matched her stride. Steady. His gloved hand brushed hers. Pulled her faster. Leaks, he said. Voice calm through static. He slapped sealant patches on his suit joints. Micro hiss stopped. Kept walking. No cough. Lirak wheezed. Major? Elias glanced back. Elias's faceplate fogged less than theirs. Baseline polymer. Aliens engineered for precision atmospheres. Humans? Improvised. Endured. Keep formation, she ordered. Deck narrowed. Pipes groaned. Tall's brutes pounded distant bulkheads. Retreat route shaved clicks off the loop. Risked the haze. No choice. Elias tapped her pauldron. Pointed ahead. She nodded. His eyes scanned conduits. Her compack overheated. Redlined. General Koth's channel flickered. Vol. Report. Tall's pinning your flank. Static. Ate the words. Pack vents glowed Terry. Saren reached to yank it. Elias beat her. Slung it off her back. Hoisted it one-shouldered. Like hauling groceries. Got it, he grunted. Rerouted power from his own suit. Channel cleared. Koth's roar blasted through. Vol. Human intact. Affirm, she said. Heat lifted from her shoulders. Elias jogged beside her. Pack hummed stable. Troops stared. Lirak's mandibles clicked awe. Haze thickened. Sensors blanked. Viz zeroed. Saren's HUD glitched. Navigation down. Form up blind. Flat palm. Wave forward. Low crawl. She froze a beat. Instinct screamed. Her scopes led. Always. His hand gripped hers. Firm. Pulled. She followed. Deck twisted. Pipes dripped acid. Boots splashed. Elias pointed. Grate left. Squad squeezed through. He wedged first. Cleared debris. Pulled Lirak next. One by one. Tall's voice crackled from a stolen relay. Lizard witch. Your pet meat dies slow. I smell his fear. Elias snorted. Tapped reply on the pack. Smells like victory Tal. Keep sniffing. Saren's crest flushed. Laughter bubbled. Forced down. Focus. Air cleared fractionally. But brutes crashed above. Claws scraped decking. Bikes banked for another pass.
Split here, Saren said. Half squad to Ox vents.
Rest with her. Push to rally point. Troops hesitated. Coughs racked them. Elias distributed his spare patches. Slapped them on fissures. Breathe through your mouth. Slow inhales.
Lirak tested. Straightened.
It works. Baseline trick. Handed Saren a breather strip. Stuck it to her filter. Flow eased. She met his gaze.
Nodded.
Arranged vows meant nothing. This. Battlefield oath. Koth's voice spiked. Vol. Tal vectors on your grid. Abort deck. Negative, she snapped. Human nav confirmed.
ETA 5. Elias led.
Signals crisp. Fist for halt, circle for scan. Haze parted on his lead. Squad tightened. A bulkhead buckled. Brute burst through. Cannon whirred.
Saren fired. Lance pierced hide.
It charged. Rolled underbelly. Planted charges from his kit.
2-second fuse. Beast exploded mid-leap.
Guts rained. Troops gaped. Lirak. Gods. How? Engineer, Elias said.
Wiped gore. Offered hand to Saren.
She took it. Pulled up together.
Tal's howl echoed. Soft skin endures poison? Lies, bike stove. Shells cratered the deck ahead. Saren shoved Elias into cover, returned fire. Downed a rider. He patched her lance. Overclocked cell. Your turn. Bike vaporized. Rider plummeted.
General Koth broke in.
Status. Human still baseline? Affirm, Saren said. Pride edged her tone. Rewriting your math, General. Pause. Then. Push to me. Legend clears the path. Deck shuddered. Final grade ahead. Rally point lights flickered. But Tull's pack closed.
Heavy thuds. Warlord's shadow loomed on scopes.
Elias signaled. Double time. Squad surged. He carried the pack. Shielded her flank.
Her hand found his again. Locked.
Poison haze clawed. He breathed even. Kept pace. Like bad weather.
They breached the grate. Koth's line waited.
Cheers erupted. Alien troops saluted the human. Eyes wide. Whispers. Endures. Carries. Leads.
Saren leaned into Elias, shoulder to shoulder.
You breathe this? Trained for it. He squeezed her hand. You? Learning. Retreat. Cowards. I hunt the soft one next. Koth laughed. Hunt this, Raider. Kid hummed. Next breach brewing, but Vesktal adapted. Drones swarmed from vents. Gas pods burst.
Thicker toxin.
Squad faltered again. Saren's suit hissed new leaks. Elias patched. Fast. His own seals held. Still, General, she voxed. Koth risky. Koth risky. Confirm.
She trusted. Do it.
Charges primed. They fell back.
Deck seals blew. Tal's brutes choked.
Bikes stalled midair. Clean escape. Rally point secured. Troops clustered. Lirak clasped Elias's arm. You, baseline? Standard issue. Elias grinned. Glanced at Saren.
Heat in his eyes.
She stepped closer. Mandibles brushed his jaw. My baseline. Koth approached, towering. Eyed Elias. Rook. You upend doctrine. Elias met the stare. No flinch. General grunted approval. Marry that to tactics. Tall breaks. Saren's crest warmed. Arranged? No. Forged.
Tal rallied. Fresh packs inbound.
But now Coalition whispered of the human legend. Poison meant nothing. He endured, her hand in his. Ready. Warlord's shadow grew. Drones circled. Elias's kit beeped. Hack incoming. Saren tensed. His calm spread. Gotta play?
Tal's voice cut through.
Now you die, meat. Wife watches. Elias patched the channel open. Bring it, bikes, screamed. Trap sprung anew. Guns cut out mid-burst.
Silence slammed the corridor like a bulkhead. Saren crouched behind a fused bulkhead, rifle trained on the hallway's mouth.
Enemy bikes howled closer, Vesktal's raiders jamming every drone feed. Coalition eyes went blind. Her squad's Vox crackled static. Lirak, hold fire. Quiet extraction now. She keyed the channel low. Elias knelt beside her, kit open, fingers dancing over a jury-rigged scanner. His breath stayed even. No flinch. Raiders poured in. Scaled brutes on thruster sleds, claws scraping deck plates. Jammers pulsed from their lead bike's underbelly, a glowing module the size of her fist. Saren's mandibles clicked tension. Drones dead. No air support. Extract or die pinned. Elias tapped her pauldron. Nodded ahead. Hallway trap. My play. His voice cut through her helmet feed. Calm as station chow. She scanned his face. Human baseline. No augments. Yet here he crouched, rewriting her tactics. Arranged marriage for treaties.
Survival glue.
Go, she whispered. Squad peeled back, boots silent on grated floor. Elias slung his pack low. Saren covered. Heart-ridge pulsed. He vanished into shadow. Raiders braked hard at the junction. Lead brute snarled orders, tusks gleaming under visor glow. Soft meat ahead. Wife's pet dies first. Vesktal's voice boomed from their comms, patched open. Elias struck. He burst from a side vent, monofilament line whipping out. Snagged the lead bike's throttle. Bike slewed.
Raider tumbled.
Elias rolled under the crash, came up inside their wedge. Fists flew, no rifle. Bare hands. Saren's scope locked the melee. Elias grappled the nearest brute, twice his mass, armored scales. Raider swung a vibroaxe. Elias ducked, pivoted, locked the arm at the elbow joint. Human leverage, pure physics. Twisted. Axe clattered free. Raider bellowed.
Elias drove a knee into the knee joint. Crack.
Brute dropped. Squad gasped over Private Vox.
Impossible! No strength mods? Second Raider lunged. Plasma pistol hot.
Elias yanked the downed Brute's body as shield. Plasma splashed scales. He surged, stripped the pistol mid-grapple, reversed it. Fired point blank. Lead Brute! The patrol boss roared. Charge. Claws extended. Elias sidestepped, hooked the arm, used momentum, flipped the giant over his hip. Brute slammed deck. Elias pinned the neck with boot. Knelt fast. Ripped the jammer module free from the bike wreck. Wires sparked. Hallway clear. Elias voxed. Flat report. No brag. Saren's crest flushed heat. Her human. Baseline myth. Raiders rallied. Bikes revved. Elias bolted back. Module clutched marked walls with chemlight tags. Glow strips from his kit.
Safe path lit green. Follow my line.
Jammers fried their sensors too. She laid cover fire. Bolts chewed the junction. Raiders scattered. Bikes sparking from her hits. Elias hit her side. Squad fell in behind. They ghosted the corridor. Chemlights guiding through jammed blackout. Box lit up. General Koff's growl. Report Major Vol. Extraction success, Saren said. Human secured jammer module. Path mark. Pause. Clarify. She glanced at Elias. He wiped blood. His or theirs. From knuckles. Grinned faint. Squad eyes bored in. Lirak muttered. Luck. Human soft skins break.
Saren straightened.
Mandibles firm. No luck. Rook's choices. Ambush leverage. Module capture. Dr. Blind here. He sees. Public Vox. Squad heard. Ridicule died. Lirak's Vox choked.
Apologies, Major.
Rook. Proven.
Heat there. Trust earned in grapple sweat.
They burst into Rally Bay. Doors cycled shut. Koth loomed at command post, screens flickering back online. Coalition drones pinged alive. Feeds flooded. Vesktal's main force massing. Bikes regrouping. Analysis Koth barked. Elias patched in. Jammer freak-locked. Counter-hack ready. Their bikes blind next. Koth's eye stalk swiveled.
Towered over Elias. You upend math again, human.
Patrol of 8. You disarm lead barehanded. Training, Elias said. Shrug. Joint locks. Physics. Physics? Koth rumbled. Our brutes train lifetimes for that strength. You.
Saren stepped flank. Hand brushed Elias's.
My husband endures. We adapt with him. Koth grunted. Eyed the touch. Noted. Tal targets you both now. Legend or bait. Screens blared. Tal's voice hacked through. Rook. Wife shield cracks next. Surrender module. Elias keyed open.
Captured fair. Come take it.
Bikes screamed inbound. Bay shook. Elias's kit beeped. Counterjammer live. Drones swarmed fresh. Saren gripped her rifle. His hand closed over hers. Mandibles grazed his glove. Together.
Deck breached. Raiders flooded.
But now, Coalition saw. Human baseline. Trap master. Elias primed charges. Vent to bay, like before.
She nodded. Do it.
Explosives whumped. Air howled out. Raiders choked. Bikes stalled. Clean killbox. They fell back to core. Squad cheered low. Lirak clapped Elias's shoulder. Teach the locks? Deal. Koffoxed fleet. Human tactics integral. Redefine protocols. Saren pulled Elias aside. Corridor dim. Crest hot.
You rewrite me too.
His fingers traced her mandible. Soft. Arranged works. Lips met scales. Heat built. Alarms wailed. Tal's lead dropped from vents. Bigger brutes, armed to teeth. Elias drew pistol. Round 2. She covered. Trust sealed.
Warlord's End brood. Drones spotted heavies inbound.
Elias scanned module data. Weakness here. Overload their sled thrusters. Saren relayed. Squad moved as one. Her human's calm spread like shield gen. Raiders hit the lock.
Door buckled. Elias tossed chem tags. Bait glow.
They piled in. Trap sprung. Overcharged pulse from module fried sleds midair. Crashes echoed. Brutes grounded. Elias charged. Disarmed first with elbow crank. Second with knee drop. Saren picked off flankers. Bolts sang. Lead elite swung maul. Elias rolled tagged its back with light stick, marked for her shot. She fired. Clean. They cleared the pack. Module hummed victory. Koth arrived.
Tal flees. Your baseline breaks him.
Not broken, Elias said, adapting. Saren leaned in, hand firm on his arm. Politics forged this. Fire tempered it.
Box crackled. Tal's retreat call.
But shadow lingered. Fresh jammers spiked. Elias's scanner beeped. He's got backups. Core deck. We take it squad geared. Her husband led.
Warlord waited. Legend grew.
Saren slammed her palm on the hollow table. Blue schematics flickered under her scales. General Kothran's crest flared. Major Vol. The human stays back. Escort detail only. No. She jabbed a claw at the jammer specs, captured from Tal's last push. Elias cracked their module. He reads these tunnels like code. Assigned him ops lead, or we lose the core deck. Rand's eyes narrowed. Coalition brass filled the tent, scaled officers from 3 worlds, all staring. Humans rated fragile, political props. Her arranged husband topped that list. Elias Rook dies easy. Rand growled. Tal target spouses to crack us.
Saren leaned in. Heat from the last raid still burned her veins.
Elias's hand on her arm, the soft cause of her arm. Job and hand, he fried Tal's elites, grounded sleds mid-drop. Your math fails him. Ran, scanned, the specs. Tunnels webbed under the base like veins. Jammers hid Tal's heavies. One wrong step, and a battalion vanished. Prove it. Ran keyed comms. Engineer Rook, brief now. Dust from the module fight clung to his vest. No salute, just a nod. He pulled a battered pad, synced it to the hollow. Enemy core deck here. His finger traced red lines. Jammers pulse every 90 seconds. Tunnels converge at this nexus. We overload vents with microcharges. Timed collapse funnels them into killbox.
Saren watched his hands move.
Precise, no flourish. Aliens gaped. Humans sketched traps. She felt the shift. Her squad mates edged closer. Ran grunted. Risky. Battalion patrols those shafts. Elias tapped schematics. Not if we sync detonations to jammer blackouts. 2.3 seconds delay. Waves collapse sequential. Battalion pulls clear first. Silence hit. Saren's mandibles clicked approval. Her human turned baseline into legend. Approved, Rand barked. Vol leads strike. Rook times blasts. No heroics.
Elias met her gaze. A flicker.
Trust sealed in fire. She nodded. Squad geared fast. Saren crouched at the tunnel breach. Dust choked the air. Her bolt rifle hummed low. Go time, Elias whispered over comms. He hunkered at the timer rig, 50 meters back. Pad glowed in his lap. Jammer spike in 10. Battalion. Pull to rally point. Her team, 6 coalition vets, fanned out. Claws gripped rails. Scales itched from enemy stink.
Alpha clear, a sergeant hissed. Saren signaled forward.
Boots scraped rock. Tunnels branched like lungs. Tal's raiders lurked deep. Vox crackled. Battalion lead. Rook, we hold position. Heavies inbound.
Gaudius. Voice cut steel. Negative.
Evac now. Charges armed. Saren pushed harder. Her light swept curves.
Echoes bounced. Boots? No.
Sled hum. Contact. She fired first bolt. Purple energy lanced a brute silhouette. It crumpled. Raiders swarmed. Tal's elites. Bigger than vents. Mauls swung. Bolts scorched walls. Saren rolled left. Her squad answered fire. One vet dropped, leg pulped. Elias, status. She picked off a flanker. Charges live. 30 to blackout, hold nexus 20 seconds.
Pulled.
Brutes, charged.
She covered her down man rifle barked.
2 down. A maul grazed her shoulder plate. Pain flared, she countered. Claw rake across throat vents. Raider gurgled. Squad tightened. Elias's timer ticked in her ear. Calm spread. Her human's voice anchored them.
10 seconds.
Funnel forming. Walls groaned. First charge popped. Rock showered. Brutes stumbled into the nexus. Saren's team poured bolts. Bodies piled. Pull back, Elias ordered. Collapse in 5. They dragged the wounded. Saren last out. Tunnel mouth buckled. Boom rolled like thunder. Dust plume blinded. Behind the rig, Elias yanked cords. Clear, battalion safe. She gripped his shoulder. Breath synced. His skin warm under grime. Politics bent to this. Rand's voice boomed over open channel. Report. Core deck exposed, Saren said. Tunnels collapsed. No friendlies lost. Wreckage choked paths. Raider sleds crushed. Survivors scrambled topside. Enemy comms hacked in. Static hissed. A guttural voice. Tal's sub-commander. Behold the silhouette. The unkillable one. He calls the earth to swallow us. Saren froze. Elias's shadow replayed on intercept feed.
Pad in hand.
Shantz rose. Battle god. Rook brings the tomb. Alien troops around her crests rose. Whispers spread.
Humans prayed to? No.
Enemies did. Rand patched in. Tal's rallying fear. Your baseline, Rook, it rewrites them.
Pact his rig. Pact his rig.
Just math. Tunnels had faults. Saren's claw brushed his. Faults? He saw what others missed. Endurance without flash.
Her duty shifted. Protect him?
Now stand with him. Scouts pinged. Heavies massing. Tal pushes core breach. Elias scanned fresh schematics. One more collapse. Their weak seam. She nodded. Squad reformed. Coalition eyes locked on her human. Warlord waited. Legend charged. Saren led the breach into the core deck antechamber. Air reeked of scorched circuits and blood. Flank left. She ordered. Rifle swept shadows. Elias synced the final timer from the rear. Charges set. Jammer blackout in 15. Tal's voice boomed from speakers. Kill the god spouse. Break Vol's chain. Brutes poured from side vents. Her squad met them bolt for bolt. A sergeant went down, maul caving his chest. Saren fired center mass. 2 fell. Elias's calm fed her comms. Battalion evased. You're clear.
She trusted it. Pushed forward.
A brute lunged. Her arranged husband's voice in her mind.
Counter-shot vaporized its helm.
Core door loomed. Locked. Elias patched remote hack. Open in 3. Explosions rocked flanks. Tunnels caved again. Screams echoed. Tal's elites trapped.
Door hissed. Inside. Warlord Vesptal.
Hulking frame scarred. Eyes on Elias's feed silhouette projected large. You. Tal snarled. Earthshaker. Coalition witch's pet. Saren leveled rifle. Yield. Tal laughed. Mao raised. Your god hides. Pistol drawn.
As you see, goes on to the Nez.
No fear. No hiding. Just endgame. Tal charged. Saren covered. Elias sidestepped. Tagged a floor grate with chem stick. Marked weak point. Tal swung. Elias ducked. Her shot followed. Clean through the mark.
Armor cracked.
Warlord staggered.
Impossible. Human filth.
Elias closed. Elbow to joint. Maul dropped. Knee to gut. Tal hit deck. Saren bound him. Squad secured the core. Jammers silenced. Ran arrived with reinforcements.
Stared at the bound giant.
Tal broken. By a spouse.
Hoisted gear. Contained. Saren pulled him close.
Mandible to his jaw. Heat built. Trust forged in collapse. Enemy broadcasts. Looped. Prayers to the silhouette. Coalition laughed. Then listened. Humans redefined. But Tal's eyes gleamed from bonds. More come. Your legend draws them.
Alarms wailed anew. Fresh signatures inbound.
Heavier.
Elias checked scanner. Plan B. Saren gripped her rifle. Her humans' war just started. Empire watched. Explosions tore through the outer perimeter. Saren's command post shuddered as bulkheads buckled. Red lights strobed. Breach at Sector 3, a tech shouted. Elias yanked her arm. Move.
Now? She resisted.
I command here, rally the line. Her rifle cycled hot. Duty pinned her. But his grip tightened. Human strength. Unyielding. He hauled her through the collapsing corridor. Debris rained. A blast wave slammed them both. Elias twisted mid-stride. Shielded her body with his. They hit the deck behind a fused girder. Stay down. He growled. Scanned the feed on his wrist unit. Enemy signatures swarmed. Vesk's elites, heavier this time. Augmented raiders. Targeting her, decapitation play. Tal's capture hadn't stopped them. It fueled them.
Saren shoved up. Mandibles clicked fury.
You undermine me. Her voice cut sharp. Coalition protocol demanded she hold the post, signal continuity, but Elias blocked her path, pistol in one hand.
Scavenged plasma cutter in the other? Undermine?
Saving your scales.
He nodded to the scanner.
They're through. 20 heavies. Your squad scattered. She checked her own display. Confirmed. Vesk's remnants poured in, maulers with vibroclaws, breaching charges primed. Her post was lost. Heat flushed her crest. This human dragged her like cargo, yet his read was flawless. Instincts sharper than her analytics. Gunfire chattered closer. Raider shouts echoed. Theskari gutturals. Witch's head. Fatal. Saren raised her rifle. Elias pushed the barrel down. Choke point ahead. You regroup. Alone? She stared. Madness. One human against elites. Her troops barely held twos. But his eyes, calm steel. No bravado. Just fact. He pressed a chempack into her palm. Flare when ready. Go. She hesitated.
Mandible grazed his shoulder. A touch. Trust flickered.
Then she bolted, slipped into maintenance ducts. Elias sealed the hatch behind her. Alone. Saren patched into the net. All units Major Vol. Command displaced. Rally at auxiliary node. Flank the breach. Static crackled. Half her squad answered. The rest silenced. General Rand's voice cut in. Vol? Report. Tal's dogs hit hard.
Decapitation on me, she snapped.
Husband holds the funnel. Buy me time. Silence. Then Rand barked orders. Reinforcements vectored, but time? Minutes. Through her feed, she watched Elias. He wedged the girder tighter. Plasma cutter hummed. Improvised barricade. Raiders breached the post. 10 heavies first. Claws scraped metal. They funneled into the narrow throat. Perfect kill zone. First Raider lunged. Elias fired. Pistol barked. 3 shots. Center mass. Armor held. Raider swung maul. Elias rolled. Cutter /low. Severed a leg joint. Raider dropped. Second piled in. Used the falling body as shield. Pistol to visor. Execute.
Saren's grip whitened on her rifle. Humans didn't fight like this.
No augmentations. No exos. Just stubborn meat against machines. Third and fourth charged tandem. Claws raked. Elias ducked. Tagged the deck with a scavenged grenade. Floor plate warped. They stumbled.
He vaulted the gap. Elbow to one's helm.
Crack. Pistol jammed into the other's breather. Fired blind. Both down.
Her squad trickled in.
Major, he's holding. A lieutenant gaped at the feed. Saren silenced him. Positions. We push when I say. Elias scavenged. Snatched a maul. Swung it one-handed. Fifth Raider parried. Vibroclaws sparked. Elias pivoted. Used momentum smashed the maul into the wall. Shattered the claw arm. Followed with a knee to the core. Raider crumpled. Sweat beaded his brow, but rhythm held. Breathe. Move. Adapt. 16th now? Feed lagged. He breathed steady. No panic. Viscari howled frustration. Soft skin witch pet. Die. Not today, Elias muttered.
Camera caught it. Her troops leaned in.
Whispers spread. He counts them like ration packs. Saren built the net. Flanked left with engineers. Right with Rand's heavies. Link fire on my mark.
Elias's zone lit red.
Ammo icon blinked empty. She crushed the flare. Chem pack burst signal. Push. Her squad surged. Bolts lanced. Raiders twisted. Caught crossfire.
Elias dropped the pistol. Grabbed the last maul.
Blocked a claw swipe. No shots left. Rodder grinned. End of God. Elias spun. Used the maul shaft, parry and hook. Tripped the beast into the open. Saren's first bolt punched through. Squad linked. He slumped against the girder. Grinned faint. Told you. Plan B. She reached him first.
Pulled him up. Mandible to jaw. Firm press.
Heat surged. Not duty. More. Reckless human. Her voice softened. Squad averted eyes. Rand stormed in. Stared at the choke point carnage. 20 raiders. Elias's work. By the voids. No tech. Hoisted his gear. Team effort. Humble. Always. Troops murmured. Rook anchored the breach. Held for the witch. Saren felt it shift. Her husband's normal rewrote their math. Humans endured. Adapted. Rand clapped Elias's shoulder. You redefine viable. Coalition owes you. Elias nodded. Just doing the job. Scanners pinged clean. For now. Saren linked arms with him. Crest flushed. Trust solidified. Romance kindled in the breach. But deep scans lit. Enemy signatures, massive. Not Vesk's remnants. Worse. Fleet inbound. Rand growled. Tal's legend spreads. They come for the Earthshaker.
Elias checked his unit, calm as ever.
Then we fortify. Saren gripped tighter. Her wall stood ready. Empire's gaze burned hotter. Saren slammed her fist on the command slab. Hollow displays flared red. Vesktal's final assault wave crested the ridge. 3 heavy walkers, plasma lances primed, flanked by raider swarms. Her coalition troops tensed in the trenches. Elias's voice cut through the comms net, steady as ferrocrete. Plans live. Baits set. Commit when I signal. She scanned the grid. His high-risk scheme: rig the open crater as a kill zone, then walk out alone to draw the heavies. Madness. Human baseline. Her mandibles clicked sharp. All units, hold fire. Rook leads. We follow. General Rand's icon blinked protest. Vol, that's suicide. Humans break under massed fire. Watch and learn, General. My husband's math holds. Elias moved first. He hefted his maul, improvised from scavenged girders, and strode from cover. No power armor, no shields. Just engineer fatigues, tool harness slung low, boots crunched exposed gravel. Radar spotters pinged him instantly. Vesk's voice boomed over open channels, gravelly triumph. The soft one. Earthshaker falls. Coalition crumbles. Saren's crest flushed hot. She gripped her bolt rifle tighter. Elias waved casual like hailing a shuttle. Walked straight into the kill box he'd wired. Seismic charges under loose scree. Plasma vents jury-rigged from wrecked hulks. Micro mines in a perfect arc. Coalition snipers held breath. Her squad whispered, "He'll die." Void-proof. The heavies lumbered forward. First walker locked plasma. Fired wide. Testing. Elias dodged fluid, rolled behind a boulder, came up swinging maul at a drone swarm. Shattered 3 midair. Grinned into his helmet cam. Come on, big boys. Dinner served. Raiders poured in behind, blades gleaming. Vesk laughed. No god escapes my blades.
Saren's trigger finger itched.
Elias baited perfect. He backpedaled into the open, feigning fatigue. Slung his pack low, trailed demo cord like bait. Heavy lead unit charged. 6 legs pounding earth, lances charging blue. Elias spun, tripped to scree line. Ground shuddered. First mine cluster popped. Walker leg sheared clean. It toppled, crushing raiders beneath. Second heavy veered, fired wild. Elias vaulted debris, maul hooking a raider scout mid-leap. Smashed it down, fired his sidearm. Empty mag spent earlier, used the slide to deflect shrapnel. Now Saren, his signal pierced the net. She punched the strike key. Combined arms, execute, coalition arty, rained smart munitions. Her squad's bolts lanced precise, punching weak joints. Air support screamed low alien gunships vectoring Elias's pre-plot chords. Plasma vents ignited on cue, superheating the crater air. Raider swarms vaporized in the bloom. Third heavy staggered, vents melting its hull. Saren's personal shot cracked its cockpit. Pilot slumped. Vesk roared from his command skiff, orbiting high. Impossible. One male. Elias didn't flinch. He planted charges on the downed walker's core. Detonated manual. Secondary blast rippled out, flipping the second heavy into raider lines. Coalition troops surged. Blades met blades, her forces linked with Elias's position. Siege lines cracked wide. Saren sprinted the final stretch, reached him amid the smoke. He leaned on his maul, chest heaving, blood trickling from a gash on his brow. No complaints, just nodded. Clean kill. Your timing sealed it.
She held him upright!
Mandible pressed firm to his jaw. Claim and check. Pulse strong. Human stubbornness intact. Heat flared between them, raw. Not politics. Partnership. Rand's forces flooded in. Scanners cleared the ridge. Vesk's skiff fled, trailing fire. Troops chanted low. Earthshaker. God of War, Elias waved it off. Team hit. Get to work. He shouldered his kit, triaged a wounded gunner. Humble. General Rand stormed the command post hours later. Hollow replay looped Elias's walk. Coalition brass linked in. Empire eyes wide. Vol. Rand growled, crest low. Your human rewrote doctrine. Endurance beyond scans. Divine intervention? Troops outside murmured agreement. Battle deity walks. Tal fled, the god spouse. Saren stood tall. Elias at her side, wiping grease from hands. She faced the holos. Empire admirals leaned in. Report, Major. The Earthshaker phenomenon.
Her voice rang clear.
No hesitation. Not a deity, not myth. She gripped Elias's arm. Public, firm. Elias Rook is human. Baseline training. Stubborn calm. He endures because that's what his kind does. Adipats. Protects. Troops hushed. Rand's mandibles parted. But the feats? Feats of partnership. Held his gaze. I married him for treaties. Politics. Crest flushed deeper.
I commit to him now. By choice.
Equal. My wall. My husband. Elias squeezed back. No words. Just steady pressure. Trust sealed in blood and fire. Brass icons flickered. Murmurs rose. Redefine human viable. Alliance leverage triples. Rand clapped Elias's shoulder. Hard. You force our math anew, Rook? Welcome to the line. Just the job. We fortify next? Scanners pinged anew. Residual signatures. Vesk's vengeance fleet. Inbound hot. Saren linked arms with him. Together.
Empire feeds lit galaxy-wide. They called him God.
She called him husband. Battlefields listened, but Vesk's final transmission crackled through. Soft one breaks next. Empire watches. Elias checked his rigs. Grinned faint. Bring it.
Saren's forces rallied. Human math spread.
War shifted. Deep space relays hummed. Coalition High Command issued orders. Elevate Rook Protocol. Human spouses, viable assets.
Saren ignored the politics, pulled Elias into the forward tent.
Door sealed. She pressed close. Reckless. Mandible grazed his neck. He chuckled low, hands steady on her crest. Your plan worked. Heat built. Trust ignited. Romance forged in the breach. Outside, troops drilled new formations. Rand barked approvals. Follow the Earthshaker's lead. Vesk's fleet closed. Probes hit Atmo. Saren monitored from Elias's shoulder. His fingers traced her scales. Absent. Comfort. First probes hit dirt. Elias rigged traps mid-scan. Walked out again. Bait incarnate. Raiders swarmed. Saren triggered. Cycle repeated. Flawless. Vesk's heavies crumbled. Coalition pushed the line. Post-battle, Empire broadcast looped.
Human redefines war.
Saren shut it off. Faced her husband.
They miss you. He pulled her down.
Call me yours. Lips met mandibles. Choice sealed. Fleet remnants scattered. Vesk's legend cracked. Elias's humility spread faster. Coalition troops adopted human calisthenics. Endurance beyond alien limits. Saren trained beside him.
Muscles burned human hot. She adapted.
He protected. Rand pulled her aside next dawn. Marriage viable. Produce heirs? She flushed. Ours defies scans. Elias overheard. Grinned. One war at a time. Vesk struck personal assassin drone breached perimeter. Elias spotted it first. Tackled Saren clear. Shrapnel grazed him. She patched him silent. Rage simmered. My turn to bait.
He shook head. Team.
Partnership unbreakable. Empire redefined. Humans not soft. Enduring. Equals. Saren's vow echoed channels. Husband stands. Empire stands.